Hey boys and girls, I'm Pastor Michael.
I'm Pastor Belinda, and it is time to start a new series!
It's a new series!
What series are we doing this time?
Pastor Belinda, we've had so much fun. We've done Fear Busters, we've done Suit Up, we've had some specials in there like Father's Day and other stuff. And it is exciting. We're going to do some time travel, Pastor Belinda. How time travel's possible. We're going to go back in time. Let's go back in time, like Back to the Future. But Pastor Belinda, we're going to go back in time, and we're going to do a brand new series that we're starting today for you boys and girls called Dr. Tocks Traveling Clock. Say that 5 times fast.
Dr. Tocks Traveling Clock.
Dr. Tocks Traveling Clock.
Dr. Tocks Traveling Clock.
Which means we're going to work with Dr. Talk.
And his traveling clock.
That's right. And we're going to take us on an adventure where we're going to go back to Egyptian times and we're going to learn about Joseph.
Maybe biblical times too.
Biblical times, Egyptian times, biblical times. Yes, it is in the Bible.
That is so cool.
It is in the Bible.
Let's get ready to go then. But before we do that, we
Yes.
have a little bit of an intro. We've got some fun stuff we need to start too.
We always like to have fun stuff. Do you like fun stuff in our shows? In our programs?
We're going to introduce you to What's for Lunch.
What's for lunch? That's a brand new one we're introducing for. We're also going to be doing a verses, Pastor Belinda. We're going to have a verses battle. And when that comes up, they could even play at home to see if they can verse the people on the screen. Is that right? So, we're going to get ready for our intro. We'll be back with Dr. Tocks Traveling Clock.
Easy for you to say.
That's right. Stay tuned.
What's for lunch? Did you catch that?
Waffle.
Yum. Listen carefully to the memory verse.
The Lord has told you what is good. He has told you what He wants from you, to do what is right to other people, love being kind to others, and live humbly obeying your God. Micah 6:8.
Guess the missing word. Versus battle. Hand parts. Winner! Do you remember this song?
I will trust His word. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fear. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fear.
What's for lunch? Did you catch that?
No. Hot dog.
Yum.
That was really fun.
Those are fun,
It was
isn't it?
really kind of weird hearing
Something-
someone talk backwards.
That's right,
And
talking
trying
backwards.
to figure out what they were actually
A
saying.
waffle comes out of their mouth.
Gross.
A waffle. Now, Pastor Belinda,
Yeah.
go ahead.
they actually also got to hear their new memory verse.
That's right, you got to hear the memory verse first time. Now that is our memory verse. We're going to be going over that for all of this series, Pastor Belinda.
By the end of today, you should hopefully know
the whole thing. Maybe
it's
not.
Pretty long.
But that's okay. It is a pretty long one this time. But I believe by the time the series is done, they're going to have it in them.
Amen.
Totally in there.
Amen.
Now my favorite part of our introduction was.
That was a long one.
I would have won, maybe, huh? The hand farts.
We could go on with that, and I'm sure you boys and girls are loving that. And
But
I'm
Pastor
sure,
Belinda.
I bet, I would imagine every boy and girl when that came on, they were doing that.
That's right.
And mom or dad probably came in and they were like, "What are you doing in here?"
All that stuff.
Just
maybe, Pastor Belinda, do you think that somebody did a real fart?
You know, it's always possible. It's a natural thing, you know. So, Pastor Michael, breathe.
You can't hold it in because you might explode.
Woo! Yes. Talking about exploding eardrums.
I'm sorry, I'm talking really loud. I get excited, boys and girls, when we do
We're
this.
happy to be back with you.
We are happy to be back with you. We're always happy. And you know what? We still aren't able to come together in real services, but that's okay. We're so glad that we can come to you through this technology and the way we're doing it. And you know, some of the most exciting parts of the Power Kids service is our praise and worship, Pastor Belinda.
Yes, yes. And we have a brand new song for this series, Pastor
Brand new
Michael.
song. You want to set it up?
It's actually covering our memory verse again. That's why I'm saying you're going to know the memory verse by the time today's over, possibly, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, kind of.
But this is going to help you with the memory verse, the first song. And then the next song that we're going to do is I Came to Praise. You're going to love that. So go ahead and stretch out. Get ready to get your praise on right now.
We've got time to travel.
We're gonna do what's right.
We're gonna love everybody.
And we'll always be kind.
Jesus, I will do what you say. I will obey. Jesus, I will do what you say. I will obey. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. Micah 6:8.
Micah 6:8.
Micah 6:8.
Micah 6:8.
We've got time to travel.
We're gonna do what's right.
We're gonna love everybody.
And we'll always be kind.
Jesus, I will do what you say. I will obey. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. I want to love, love, love. I want to be kind. I want to obey God and do what's right. Micah 6:8.
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 I came to praise, 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 and love the Lord. My hands I raise, 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 raise. I'm singing all my favorite tunes, 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 tunes. Give me some space for all my moves, 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 moves. 'Cause it goes up and up and up. It goes up and up and up, yeah. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying praise God. Let's all praise God. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying praise God. Let's all praise God. 'Cause we gon' rock this church. We gon' praise all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Lift my hands came to dance, 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 dance. Get out my seat, this is my chance, 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 chance. I'm in my church, so I'm gonna praise, 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 praise. Lift up the Lord for all my days, 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 days. 'Cause it goes up and up and up. It goes up and up and up, yeah. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying praise God. Let's all praise God. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying praise God. Let's all praise God. 'Cause we gon' rock this church. We gon' praise all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Lift my hands up once, lift my hands up twice. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna be the last one praising. God is over all, and I'm gonna be the last one praising. 'Cause I believe in God, and I just wanna praise. I just wanna praise. I'm gonna put my hands in the air. Hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, 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 yeah. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying praise God. Let's all praise God. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying praise God. Let's all praise God. 'Cause we gon' rock this church. We gon' praise all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Lift my hands up once, lift my hands up twice. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
Praise and worship. That new song is pretty cool. It's got a little different beat, a little different to it, but the words, Pastor Belinda, I want them to get those words
Yes, very
way
important.
down deep inside of them. But because we're getting ready to start this adventure, Dr. Tocks Traveling Clock, Pastor Belinda, we're getting ready to go back in time.
Backwards in time traveling.
Time
In
travel.
time to a man named Joseph.
That's right. Joseph's time.
He's from the Bible.
He's from the Bible.
So,
And we're
Bible
going to
times.
learn how Joseph and all of his adventures, his ups and his downs,
He had
help-
a roller coaster of a life.
He
didn't
did. And in his life will help us determine how we can treat others and how we can do the right things, Pastor
That's
Belinda.
right, and Pastor Michael. Even though he had a roller coaster of a life, he always kept a good attitude
Yes, he did.
and always served God in everything. So that's what we're going to see in this video.
So we have a brand new segment that you're going to learn from our traveling Dr. Talk, and he's going to take us back through time, and then we'll come back and share a little bit more. Watch this.
Enjoy.
Hey guys, have you ever wished you could travel through time? Maybe you would go back and change the grade on your science project or avoid a bad haircut. You might even decide not to brag about all those hot dogs you ate at the hot dog eating contest before they came back up. Traveling through time sounds amazing, not only because you get a do-over, but you could also meet some awesome people. If I could go back in time, I'd really like to meet this guy named Joseph. He had a rough start in life, but God made everything right. Joseph was one of 12 sons, and fortunately for him, he was his father's favorite. That meant he got special treatment. His dad even gave him a special robe that his other brothers didn't get. Think of it this way. Let's say your dad gave your brother a gold-plated Xbox, or your sister a miniature pony, and you got nothing. That's totally not fair, right? Well, that's probably how Joseph's brothers felt. The brothers saw that their dad liked Joseph more than them. To make things even worse, Joseph told his brothers about a dream he had where they bowed down to him like he was a king. As you can imagine, they went from not liking him to hating him in 2.3 seconds. When Joseph's brothers went to work in the field, their dad Jacob sent Joseph to go check on them. As soon as they saw Joseph coming, they devised a plan to get rid of Daddy's little favorite once and for all. They bullied Joseph by throwing him into an empty well. That had to hurt. While sitting together eating a meal, they saw a group of traders who were traveling to Egypt and had a different idea. They decided to sell Joseph to the traders for 8 ounces of silver. That's when the brothers made the whole situation even worse. They decided to take Joseph's colorful robe, dip it in blood, and lie to their dad about what had happened. This story is full of times when Joseph's brothers could have chosen to do what was right, but didn't. They were jealous and did not like Joseph, so they treated him pretty badly. You know, I wonder if Joseph ever thought about going back in time to change what happened. Well, we can see from Joseph's life how bad it can be when we think about ways to bring harm to other people. So let's all remember, no matter how we feel, God wants us to do what is right to others.
Well, Pastor Belinda, we're back. What in it?
Pastor Michael, what in the world are you wearing?
Well, I was watching that and I got excited that, Joseph's dad, he was his favorite, and he gave him a real special coat of many colors.
Yes.
And I went in my closet and I found my coat of many colors. What do you think?
It definitely is a coat of many colors. Actually, it's kind of cool, Pastor Michael. I like it. Should I be jealous of it? Like the brothers?
Oh, do what's right. We're learning about that. No, Pastor Belinda. But we learned about Joseph, and we got to hear a little bit at the beginning of Joseph's story, how Joseph had his 12 brothers, and he was his dad's favorite. Now, some of you may say, well, I'm dad's favorite, I'm dad's favorite. No, I'm dad's favorite. Most of the fathers don't have favorites, and we shouldn't really have favorites. And even if somebody gets a preferential treatment in something, then we need to do the right thing. And it goes on with Joseph's story, and his brothers felt really jealous.
Yeah, they did.
Because he had a coat, he had a dream. I like what it says.
So they got rid of him.
Well, that's what they did. I like when it says, it's like your brother getting a golden Xbox, or your sister's getting a pony.
Or a puppy.
Or a puppy.
Or a kitten.
Oh, a puppy. Well, I wouldn't be. Anyway, are you a cat lover?
How dare you
or
talk
a
about
dog
cats
lover?
that
Cat
way?
lover? Or a dog lover?
Dog, cat. No.
Oh, no,
Well, we better get back to the story.
Let's get back to the story. But Joseph's brothers were so jealous of what God was doing in his life that they didn't want him around, so they were going to throw him in a pit.
I was going to say, what did they do?
Oh, what did they do?
You saw the video, what did they do?
What did they do?
They did a couple bad things.
They did.
Well, maybe three.
And
Threw him in a pit, put blood on his coat to trick the dad, and sold him. Made a little cash on the side.
that's right.
Not very good.
No, and here's the deal. When we're going back in time, one of the things Joseph's brothers had, Pastor Belinda, is they had a choice. At that point in time, they had a choice to do what was right, or unfortunately, they chose to do not the right thing.
Yeah.
But was that the end? We're going to find out as we go on. Was that the end for Joseph? Dun, dun, dun.
Never.
God's never got an end. But we're going to hear the rest of the story. But they chose not to do what's right. And in today's society, Pastor Belinda, the things that go on with pandemic, the things that go on in school, the things that go on in families, the things that go on in relationships, sometimes it can be hard to not do the right thing.
Exactly. Because Pastor, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Were you going to finish? Sorry. Didn't want to interrupt you. I wanted to be kind and not interrupt you.
But she did anyway. But
I changed. Give me a second chance, please.
you got a second chance. But what I was going to say is because
By the way,
some people say, well, you don't know what they did to me. They interrupted me 4 times, so Belinda's voted off the family.
I could give an excuse and just say I have to interrupt Pastor Michael to get a word in edgewise,
But in real life, sometimes that happens. Boys and girls, have you ever sometimes we have to make the right choice. That is really our good part of our need to know is repeat, so what does God want from us? To do what's right. What does God want from us?
Do what's
right. What does God want from us?
To do what's right.
Right.
Do that thumbs up with us, boys and girls.
That's right. And sometimes can be difficult to do what's right. Joseph's brothers were so jealous. They were so angry. Joseph seemed to get preferential treatment. This and that. They had to go work in the field. They had to do chores. Joseph was mama's baby.
Wow.
Your daddy's baby. You're special.
Pastor Michael, I grew up with 2 brothers and I was the only sister. And I heard this a lot. She doesn't have to do anything. So I understand a little bit about how Joseph felt, but Joseph could have chosen his wording a little different too.
He could have. And he could have done the right thing and not
We all have
maybe
issues.
gloated it over his
Overcome.
brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
like, I'm going to be
Yeah.
the king and you're all going to bow down for me. That was
Yeah.
one of the dreams.
Yeah.
But let's give them some modern day, maybe examples of some situations where you had to choose.
I've got one right
What
here.
was
Pastor
right?
Michael.
Go for
Let
it.
me give you this. Are
Give
you
it
ready
example.
for this?
All right, give us.
Get ready.
Get ready.
If you're sitting down, if
Sitting
you're
down.
standing, just brace yourself. Get ready. When mom asks you to put a toilet paper roll in the bathroom,
Yeah.
can you do what's right by obeying your mom or by continuing to play? Which would be doing what's right?
Obey mom
Obey
or continue
mom,
to play.
Continue to play. Or you can put any chore in there mom's asked you to do. Maybe clean your room.
Ooh.
Maybe
Take out the
dry the
trash.
dishes.
Dry
Take
the
out
dish.
the trash. Feed the dog. Do something
Yep,
with the
yep.
kitty litter box. Whatever you do with that.
I think they're getting it. So what would you do? Obey mom or keep doing whatever you're doing? You're right. We can do what our mom says and obey the rules.
Do what's right.
Do what's right. That's right.
Yep.
I got to do both thumbs. Do what's right.
Thumbs up.
So here's something else. What if your friends at school think it's really funny that if you take that same toilet paper and we want to clog up all the sinks in the bathroom, turn on the water and let it overflow?
Why?
That may seem real funny, and it may seem like a practical joke, but it's going to be a mess. Somebody's going to have to clean it up. And number two, is it the right thing to do?
Anytime you tear something up, it's not the right thing to do. Is it?
No.
No.
God expects us to obey our teachers, to obey the rules, and do the right thing.
Right. Do what's right.
Do what's right. Do what's right. You got to do the right thing. So God wants that from us. So to go along with Joseph's story, there's a scripture in the Bible, Pastor Belinda.
That's right. It's found in Micah 6:8.
Micah
Would you like
6:8.
to read it, Pastor Michael? You want me to?
Why don't I read it while you go? Now, as a matter of fact, we're going to have... Why don't I
Just
read it?
introduce it now. Again.
So in this memory verse, the need to know is do what's right. Micah chapter 6, verse 8. The Lord has told you what is good. He has told you what he wants from you, to do what's right to other people, to love being kind to others, and live humbly obeying your God. Now that's long, Pastor Belinda.
It's a very long one.
But you have a game that the kids love to play back in Power Kids, where you've got the memory verse on the board, and we're going to want you, boys and girls, to follow Pastor Belinda and see if you can't begin to get this deep down inside. Are you ready, Pastor Belinda?
I'm ready.
Take it away.
Are you ready? All right. You guys have done this before, and you love doing this. You're going to follow the pointer. At first, I'm just going to jumble around because I'm going to get you used to following the pointer. So follow the pointer if you can. And by the way, every time I point to the word, I want you at home or wherever you're watching this to say the word that I point to. Okay? Ready? The Lord told what? What? He wants. Lord. Do. To. I'm going to let you start saying these on your own now. You ready? Did you get that? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Are you saying this at home? All right, now we're going to go ahead and follow the pointer and start working on memorizing. Are you ready? The Lord has told you what is good. He has told you what he wants from you. To do what is right to other people. Love being kind to others and live humbly obeying your God. That's found in Micah 6:8. We're going to do this one more time. Ready? The Lord has told you what is good. What? The Lord has told you what is good. What is good? The Lord has told you what is good. What is good? Follow along with me. Try to keep up with me. I can't even keep up with myself. He has told you what he wants from you. What he wants from you. to do what is right to other people. Love being kind to others and live humbly obeying your God. Micah 6:8. Now, I'm going to erase a word. Close your eyes so you don't see what I erase. Okay, you can open your eyes again. Follow the pointer. The Lord has told you what is... what was there?
Good!
Good job, Mikey. The Lord has told you what is good. He has told you what he wants from you. To do what is right to other people. Love being kind to others and live humbly obeying your God. Humbly. Humbly. Do you know what humbly means? It means you're not prideful. It means you're not trying to be something more than you think you should be. It just means being kind and loving others and just being chill. You're not prideful, okay? Humble. Humble. Okay, I'm going to erase another word, so close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, open your eyes. Follow the pointer. I'm going to stop saying it because I want to see if you get it. Did you get that? There's the word. Let's do the top two lines again. The Lord has told you what is good. He has told you what he wants from you. Close your eyes. I'm erasing another word on the third line. Okay, open your eyes again. Ready? We're going to try to do the whole thing again. You're going to see what is the next word I marked out. The Lord. Very good. Did you get that? To do what is right. Right. To other people. Love being kind to others and live humbly obeying your God. Now, we're going to stop right here. We're going to come back to this. We'll keep reviewing this. This is a lot. Some of you may already have the whole thing, and some of you may just have the first line or so. That's okay. We're all different ages, and we're going to get it by the end of this series. Don't you be concerned. So, Pastor Michael, come on back in here for just a minute. And did you see, he's right here off camera. So, Pastor Michael, did you see how good the boys and girls did with this memory verse? They did amazing. I could hear them telling me the right words through the TV, through the camera, through the computer. No, I really couldn't. I'm just teasing.
We're teasing.
But I'm sure they were.
But Pastor Belinda, they were doing so good with this memory verse. Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to show you a few pictures. And doing what's right we talked about, and we're learning this memory verse. This is what the Lord wants us to do. Mm-hmm. This is what he wants us to be good to other people. This is what is right to do. But today, here are some modern stories of some boys and girls that have done the right thing. I think you've got one exciting one. They're going to show a picture up here.
I do.
But talk
there
about
was
this.
A 6-year-old who gave away 170 pairs of shoes. Woo! Here's a story behind it. After seeing a homeless man without an umbrella or shoes on a rainy day, this young man spent the next 5 months raising $7,000 to buy 170 pairs of shoes, ponchos, socks to give away to the homeless.
That's a 6-year-old, Pastor Belinda.
That melts my heart.
Who did the right thing. They saw somebody who needed assistance, saw somebody who needed some shoes, and he raised money to give a bunch away. I like this next picture, Pastor Belinda. It shows people going down an escalator, and somebody was helping. And the story behind this is there was an elderly man who was just a little timid. They kind of slipped.
Escalators are very dangerous.
They can be. I mean, I've slipped on an escalator, but he was a little timid. He was a little shy, and this gentleman saw it. The young man came down, grabbed his arm, and helped escort him down the elevator or the escalator. And he did the right thing. You got
Yes.
one more? I love this
I
one.
have one more, and Pastor Michael, you've had to do this before.
I've helped somebody,
Here's
yep.
a picture of a young man, and he was in the subway, and he could not properly tie his tie. So, seeing his distress, the lady in the red coat there, she asked her husband to help him, and he did not hesitate for a minute to show this young man how to tie his tie right. Just a complete stranger. That is so sweet. And you know, Pastor Michael, we have opportunities to be kind to other people that maybe not so much right now because we are home, but when we're at school and when we're out and about,
That's right.
we have so many opportunities to be kind to people. And it just fills your heart. You just feel so good when you can help someone, and they feel that same way when you help them. So it's a good thing.
It's a very good thing, Pastor Belinda. And you know, it's really good that a lot of people, because Joseph was different and his brothers were jealous, and there was some tension between them. You know, there can be tension even going on right now between blacks and whites, from browns and whites. There's sometimes tension that goes on that, you know, people are saying this
like
matters or that matters, or
and
different schools.
Yep.
But it always works out when you do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there
Do
are
what's
plenty
right.
opportunities to do the right thing, to do what's right. You're right, Pastor Belinda,
No
to
matter
do what's right.
If you have 20 other people trying to tell you to do the wrong thing, don't let them pressure you into
Don't
it.
bully them, bully you.
Do what's right. You
Do what's
be the
right.
one that sees somebody in the street that doesn't have a coat and shoes, and you help them. You do what's right, even if everyone else around you is not.
That's good, Pastor Belinda. Well, this has been a whirlwind first day in our time travel with Dr. Tocks and the traveling clock. Well, we're going to get back next time with the more of the story of Joseph. Right?
We'll see what happens next. See you next time.